Gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural weekly recap for the Fantasy Football League, the OGPFFL. Without further ado, let's dive right into the highlights. Starting off with a bit of a powerhouse matchup between the Balzac and Mike Vick's Dog Pound. We had Zach the Deserter taking, honestly, quite an easy dub over a pretty relatively strong opponent in Mike Vick's Dog Pound, with a winning score of 144 to 119. Is that due to Patrick Mahomes, Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, Puka Nacua battling through an eye injury, Tyreek Hill's dud, Travis Kelce killing a man, Zay Flowers with just an insane point total coming in that second half? Maybe it was star kicker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Chase McLaughlin. Who knows? All we do know is that John's team did not live up to the performance of the Balzac. So good win, Zach. Keep it up. Hopefully that kind of secures your thoughts on how your team's going to be faring when it comes to end of year potential. Let's see. Moving on, we have a slightly less intimidating matchup between the Pound Town Punishers and Hanging with Hernandez, where we're Hanging with Hernandez, in fact, he hung in there and he ended up winning this game by a score of 129 to 102. Taking a quick look through Hanging with Hernandez's roster, we'll be able to piece together the keys to what Dalton figured would be a winning team. Baker Mayfield, Bijan, Josh Jacobs, a bit of a loaded running back room. Lad McConkey took a risk on a white boy. Jackson Smith, not going to say his last name, absolute stud. Sam Laporta, Keenan Allen, the Steelers defense, and our very own Brandon Aubrey. They all deserve their flowers. Hell of a performance, boys. Good work. Let's see if that carries into next week. Alrighty. For our third matchup of the week, we have Jugs Media versus our commissioner. Show me your TDs. And what a fight it was. 113 points is enough to get a W in this matchup to Elijah, our commissioner's measly third best performance out of the entire league, 100.52 points. I'd like to say it was a hell of a showing, but we all know both teams could play better. Let's see what the keys to this dub were. Could it be Lamar Jackson's 30-point game? O'Marion Hampton, bit of a bust for their first game of the season. David Montgomery, Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr., Tyler Warren, Cortland Sutton, Patriots defense, or Matt Gay. Who knows? But all of them deserve the hype that they were given, and they have a reason to be on the Jugs Media's team. Alrighty, for our fourth matchup, let's take it to the Dick Flaps and their close loss to the Bush Shits. Bush Shits, congratulations on your win, 124 to 116. Let's see what the keys to success were for Matthew Johnson here, and kind of take a deep dive into what makes a general manager decide to start and decide to sit. And at this point, I would love to potentially cut away to a more of an in-person interview, but can't do everything in the first episode. Josh Allen, James Conner, Aaron Jones Sr., CeeDee Lamb, those three drops were obviously not as important for fantasy as they were for the actual game. Drake London, David Njoku, glad to see you got some reps after his incident. Mike Evans, Aggie legend, Cardinals D, and Tyler Loop. Wow, what a team. Congratulations, Matt. And finally, in a battle of the toilet bowl between, honestly, a team that was preseason ranked number 1 and a team that's known for citing, insurrection, January 6th level of propaganda, we have Dallas, Texas Beer Me versus Tug On David Johnson. Congratulations, David. You got the best of me on this one, beating me by 11.5 points with a score of 99 to 78. It was nothing to be proud of, if I have to say. I really wouldn't hold yourself in too high of an esteem for winning this matchup. Clearly, I had a few locker room issues that prevented some of my team members from really performing to their fullest. But I'll do my due diligence, and I will shout out your stellar team. If you'll just give me one moment to get with my field correspondent. Joe Burrow, Devon Achane, Aggie legend, even a broken clock's right twice a day. Kyron Williams, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, wouldn't have picked him. Tucker Kraft, Jameson Williams, Bills defense, and Digger the kicker. Congratulations. Moving on to our final segment, we have the updated championship odds. If I get a drum roll, with the highest most likelihood for winning the championship, we have the Balzac coming in at 150 under. Next, we have Hanging with Hernandez, minus 100. The Bush Shits, plus 100. The Jugs, plus 250. Mike Fakes Dog Pound, plus 750. The Dick Flaps, plus 850. Tug on David Johnson, plus 1,000. Pound Town Punishers, plus 1,100. Show Me Your TDs, plus 1,500. And finally, Dallas, Texas Beer Me, plus 2,000. All right, gentlemen, let's have a great week. Go Boys.